Hello guys, it's Emmanuel talking again. So here I'm going to be talking about how I started my trading journey. Where I learned from, how I started, then the phases I faced during all the struggles. So hereby on this video, I'm going to be talking all details about that. So firstly, I'm going to be starting like what inspired me to join forex trading. So firstly, cause when I was like checking onto the and when I was browsing, so like there was this, cause there was this book which was inside our house. So so this book was that and the candlestick trading book. Yes, that was my brother brought it when he went to Ghana, so he brought that book. So I was reading that book during when I went to junior secondary school. So I didn't know, I was just like reading the book. So then I started seeing crypto stuff, which is Binance. So at that time, so I was just saying, this thing is related to all this stuff, the candlestick. So I was just practicing it. Then I just said, okay, I should just focus on school. I should just leave it back then. So that was 2023, yes, 2023 during September. So I started saying, okay, I should start like practicing how does this candlestick Bible really works. So I started learning about crypto stuff, blah blah blah. So crypto, I didn't saw anything inside, so I said, okay. There was this my friend which was doing forex. So I said, how do I learn this stuff? So a beginning, then he shared me some YouTube videos about Jeffrey Benson and Happy Forex. So I said, okay, I should start. I started watching the videos. Yes, watching the videos, gaining knowledge, so gaining more informations. But I couldn't get enough. So I was like waiting to get someone that like gonna mentor me personally. Like a mentor who is going to mentor me personally for me to understand everything. So I said, okay, I should go for the mentorship. So back then, I forgot how much he told me about the mentorship, but I couldn't afford it. So there was this guy on Instagram, yeah, which they call Ezekiel. Yes, Ezekiel FX. That was a Malaysian trader. So he always educates during his live or Zoom. So I usually join. So I even message him directly on Instagram. I even message him directly on Instagram, thinking he's not going to reply me, but actually he even replied me after even replied me based on the stress of like looking at the charts, like trying to like figure out how to understand everything on the chart on trading view. I haven't gotten a strategy back then. So even when I messaged him, he even actually messaged me that night and told me that he's going to do a class because of me. So I was not really very, very happy. Really, really happy. So he did a class. So I didn't attend that night based on the stress. So I slept off. So after that, so I started, it was, strategy was supply and demand. Yeah, I think so. Supply and demand, trend line, then structures, yes. So I was following his YouTube. I was following his this thing. He usually drops setups, free setups for us. So back then it's good. He usually trade only good, no other pair like currency pairs. But when I was learning with Happy Jeffrey, I usually practice with currency pair. So firstly, like anyone there who is like really starting this journey, firstly, for my own advice, you need to get the knowledge first because without the knowledge. You just went there, just say, no, 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 based on because there's some mentality I can see which is like when I really started it, when I was like practicing with demo, like I was saying, yes, actually, as far as I can do this in demo, I can do it in a real account. Hmm, that's not because when you move to the real account, you're gonna see changes. Like when you're trading on a demo account, like you are not emotions, like you do anyhow with it. But when usually using your real account, yes, there is emotion attached to it. You are using your emotions, psychology, everything attached to it. So my main advice before like starting, you need to get the knowledge first. Getting the knowledge first, then if it's a mentorship, yeah, look for a way to get a mentorship because me, why was the journey so long based on I have no mentor, just watching YouTube, following channels to channels before I manage getting before seeking for advice to traders before I manage start to notice myself. That's all. So my advice for people just starting the forex space. First you need to get the knowledge. Getting the knowledge before you deposit. Getting the knowledge from 1 to 3 months. After you've gotten that strategy, practice it where then before you move the deposits. So another thing there, we still have risk management. Risk management is also a key into this forex space because if you see, hmm, if you are trading without risk management, like you're gonna blow lots of accounts because when trading, like maybe you saw this particular setup, it didn't go well, and you use your full account to trade on it, and that setup goes, then your account is blown. Then next setup, you saw that yes, this setup is really good. Then now you see that you didn't have money again to trade. So like there are people out there which I noticed because since I was trading, there was this experience I usually have, which is there are people out there like they have gotten a strategy, like they trade perfectly with this strategy, but like they have this fear of entering that particular trade, like fear. They can't do without fear. Like entering that trade would be like they can't even trade it on their real account self because of fear. Like they are really fear. Like everything goes well on their trading view, but to apply that on the real account, wow. So fear is another stuff in this forex market. So for you not to like be afraid of like placing trade. That's why I say that there's always risk management and a trading plan. So if you are out there like for you, this is about you, like you're afraid of placing trades and everything moves well. So you always like add risks. Like maybe you have a $50 account. You are risking 10% or 20%. Me, I don't really know much about risk man. I don't really. There's a way I do my own risk management. So, but for people out there, I can tell you like if you have a $50 account, let me use a $50 account for example. So, using a $50 account, like you can risk 10% of that account, which is $5 on a particular trade, and you set a trading plan, which is you can set 2 SL on a day, you quit for that day, or one stop loss. If it hits SL in a day, you close. So create a trading plan. How much is going to be your target? Is it 1 to 5 or 1 to 3 RR? So create a trading plan that will actually help you. Then the main thing, moving to psychology parts because the most important thing in trading is not just about strategy, it's just you versus you. because it's actually you that's going to make that stuff work. Because I remembered when actually learning with that uh, Malaysian trader, I didn't, I started like practicing on my own before I saw this other guy again, which is School of Full Margin on TikTok. So I practiced harder. So when after actually learning this his strategy, then back then I was like confidence, doing things. Yes, confidence. So there was this prop account which I actually trade, which is a 10,000 dollars account. Yes, funded account on fundedness. So like it was someone that gave me, so I was trying. So I recovered his losses, then passed phase one, passed within 4 days. Like I was happy. They gave us a funded account. I was like happy, yeah, yeah. Like yeah, this is where the financial freedom comes. But the mistake I had on that account was I blew the account. After blowing the account from there, the journey now became more tougher because I lose confidence in myself. I didn't trade. I was not like trading like before again. Lose everything. Lose like fear, everything. I just lost everything. All the confidence, everything. I didn't know my strategy. I was learning some kind of new things, doing some kind of stupid shit. So the main thing here is all about psychology. Psychology, which is you versus you, because it's you that's gonna make that strategy. Another thing, discipline and patience. Patience is another key because if you are not patient, if you are not patient into this forex space, wow. Because if you are really patient, you really wait for that setup to come to you. So as I was saying, there was too much of noise during the environment, so I got to go to a quiet place to make this video. So as I was saying, so it's you versus you. You versus you. It's you that's gonna make that strategy work. And another key, patience. If you are actually patient, waiting for that actually pattern, which you always see, always appears to the market every time. Every time you wait for that pattern, and the time frames which gives you confirmation, all those kind of stuff. Yeah. So I'm still reviewed. I'm still building the journey. I'm not perfect yet. So who is out there who wanna grow with me? You can come, let's grow together. So I'm not perfect. I'm still I'm still not perfect in the journey. So I have a little experience on this journey. So if you are a beginner who is still going through a lot, you can still you can message me so we can grow together. So thank you. Please subscribe on my YouTube channel and it likes. So thank you for watching. Bye.